and I will never, ever condone rape. But something is not right about this case. Hi you guys, and welcome back to Queen Talk, where there's real life, real talk, real solutions all the time. And I am your host, Danae Ajay. Today's topic is going to be it's going to cut a little deep, but I wanted to hold off on topics like this until the second season, but this is what's going on right now, and it needs to be talked about right now. So we're going to get into it, okay? So today on Queen Talk, we're going to talk about the Bill Cosby situation, we're going to talk about rape, and we're going to talk about solutions for victims out there that have experienced rape. So let's get into this Bill Cosby case. Okay, Bill Cosby was arrested at the age of 81, doing 3 to 10 years for sexual assault. Now, everybody has different views on this case. They don't know if it's real, they don't know if it's fake, they don't know what to believe in. And me, I just don't know. I am a female, I am a woman, and I will never, ever condone rape. But something is not right about this case. Something's not right about it. Well, these are the facts that I have gathered from the internet and from you guys. I posted a question on my Facebook, and hopefully I can put the image in here. But I posted a question on my Facebook asking guys for your opinion on the topic, and I've got a lot of information that I didn't know. Okay, so he has 3 to 10 years, 3 counts of felony sexual assault. And I looked up the limitations because of the case taking so long. It's been 35 years since this alleged assault. And the case, it took 2 trials and 14 years for him to be convicted with no hardcore evidence. My thing about this case, what I don't get is when the trial started, all of a sudden there were like 60 women to come forward saying that they were victims of being sexually assaulted by this man. Was she able to come forward as late as she did? So I looked up the limitations because, of course, there's red flags about it. And you know, in certain states, the limitations of sexual assault are different. So, statutes of limitation on sexual assault. Children's sexual assault typically has until the age of 30 to file a civil suit. So, adults have 2 years from the day of the sexual assault to file a civil suit. And it says in criminal court, a sexual offense against a minor can be prosecuted up to the accuser turns 50 years old, and all other sexual abuse cases, there is a 12-year statute of limitations. And Cosby case, the Andrea Constant 2004 assault just qualified under the state's statute of limitation. So you're telling me she ended up locking up in jail right at the last minute when he can be accused? They're gonna accuse him. They're gonna file a civil suit against him last minute. Okay. I don't know how old she was. They say she was 14 at the time. I'm not sure if that's true. I'm just saying that she was a teenager, like most of the other women were teenagers or in their early 20s. But they were victims of rape. I understand her being a young woman. She didn't want to come forward. She was probably scared. Any victims out there that have been raped or anything like that, they know what that feels like. They're afraid to come forward. But all 60 of the other women that came forward, they weren't brave enough to say anything, to to tell anybody? It just doesn't make sense. There was a gap there. And his wife on his defense was saying that the things that he was saying were altered. They were tweaked. It was falsified evidence that they used in the case. That was her words. It was falsified evidence. And one thing that stood out to me that somebody said was, yes, he admitted to giving the young girls drugs, but he didn't drug them. Now, giving them drugs and drugging them is two different things. I feel like, personally, that it could have been consensual sex. She didn't say no. She didn't say that she didn't want to, or anything along those lines. They were both on drugs, and it was consensual sex. That's what I feel like it was. But if it wasn't, I do not condone rape. I do not feel bad for him going to jail or dealing with the consequences that he has to. But there are a lot of red flags in this case. There are a lot of unanswered questions. And another thing that came up in this situation once I asked about it on my Facebook was they were trying to slander his reputation. They were trying to diminish his reputation in him because he's 81 years old going to jail for 3 to 10 years. He might die in there. He might end up dying in there, and they know that. And they were saying that he was trying to, or he was going to buy out NBC, a TV network, NBC, and change it to another black network, kind of like BET, but a black network. And who's going for that, right? I feel like if nowadays, if it was a rape situation where it was a man raping a female, they would be in jail like that. It would not take years for trial. It would not take 2 trials, especially if it was a black man. Let's be real about the world that we live in right now. If it was a black man, it wouldn't be just like Bill Cosby. The issue is not that Bill Cosby went to jail for rape. The issue is he's the only one going to jail for sexual assault. If there's a black man involved, he's going to jail, he's going to trial, he's paying money. If there's a white man involved, it's getting dismissed, it's getting overlooked. That's just the society we live in today. Like the R. Kelly case, when it was black women that was coming forward saying that they were being kidnapped and kept in a basement. He didn't go to trial for that. It was overlooked. Why? Black women. It's just the kind of society we live in today, and just being real with you guys, it's not right. And I would like to insert an interview. Who spoke on it, and he was saying all the right things.
Guilty. Why did you feel the need to talk about Bill Cosby's sentencing publicly?
Sure, I was upset for me to see Bill Cosby being hauled away in handcuffs at 81 years old. First and foremost, like I said, I don't condone rape in any shape, form, or fashion, but I don't believe he's guilty. Where's the physical evidence? There's no physical evidence. How do we convict this man and send him away to prison? And I just feel like it's an injustice, it's an attack on his legacy. And I just feel like they don't want that legacy to live on. And I also, from my observation, doesn't look like Bill Cosby even knows what's going on at this point. I feel like they're taking advantage of him at an old age. Why isn't Charlie Sheen? Why isn't Harvey Weinstein? Why isn't Donald Trump? Why isn't Matt Lauer? Why aren't none of these guys being incarcerated for those same allegations? Donald Trump been accused of groping and inappropriately kissing women without their permission since the 1980s. Don't take my word for it. You can look this up. So why are we digging back 35 years ago and we locking up Bill Cosby and we say he's a rapist and everybody's going along with it without doing any research? You know, I feel like us as a people, the reason why so many of us are agreeing with it because we're looking at it as isolated incidents, but that's not what it is. If you go back to the 60s, there was an uprising when things like this happened because they didn't tolerate it. They knew that it was systematic oppression. It's a system that's designed to go against us. in the favor of the more favorable, more desirable people.
And I'm going to insert pictures that I found on the internet that covers my argument. And I'm not the only person that feels this way. Like, our president of the United States condones sexual assault. He said it's okay to grab women's crotch areas. He's done it. He's done it, and people have seen it. And he's the president of the United States. But yet, Bill Cosby is going to jail for 3 to 10 years for sexual assault that was done in the 60s into the 80s. These were where the sexual assaults ranged, the 60s to the 80s, in an era where drugs were so popular, everybody was on drugs. And another thing that I've heard, about this case at my job, actually, we were just talking, me and some co-workers, but it was a patient that came in, and she was saying that Bill Cosby paid this lady. He paid her millions of dollars, but she was greedy and she wanted some more, and he was like, no, he wanted to fight. He's not going to keep paying this money to you, especially if he's not guilty. Why would he want to go to jail knowing that he's guilty at the age that he is? But I don't blame him for not giving her the money, and I don't blame him for going to trial and trying to fight it. People know Bill Cosby personally as a person. And nobody that knows him personally as a person has came forward and said that he was a bad guy. Nobody. It's just a whole bunch of random women that came forward to say that he sexually assaulted me. 60 women? 60 women. It took y'all 35 years to come forward? Well, the first trial was in, 2004? And now it's coming back up 14 years. Yeah, 2004, 14 years. Well, these questions, you guys, that we have may never be answered. Why did it take so long? Why now? Why after he planned to buy NBC? Is the rape real? Are all the sexual assaults real? We may never know. But let's get into the real situation. Let's get into the real topic of discussion, which is rape. And I had somebody that came forward that had a personal experience of rape. I've heard stories, personal stories of people that are near and dear to my heart. I'm not gonna get all emotional about it, but it's a story that I know is from somebody that's near and dear to my heart. And when I was told this story, I was a lot younger when I heard this story. And it still hits a spot when I think about it, just rape, period. Any stories of rape. But I want to talk about the psychological effects of rape that has on the victims, because there were people that were coming to me, that felt like Bill Cosby deserved to be in jail. He probably did it. And you never know the psychological battles that people are dealing with after they are raped. And I'm not just speaking to the women, because there are men out there that are being raped. I actually read a post on Facebook the other day, and it was this guy, and he was hanging out with his friend, a good girlfriend. It was a girl that was his friend, and they were good friends, and she drugged him. And her and her other friend, which is another female, they raped him. He thought he was dreaming, but he wasn't dreaming. And the next day, he's like, "What did you do to me?" And she thought it was funny, and everybody thought it was funny because he's a male, and he was raped by a female, and I just don't condone it at all. Male and female with male, no, I don't condone it. It's not right. You're taking away their rights, like, as a person. If you put yourself in the shoes of that victim, how would you feel after being raped? Mentally distraught, right? You wouldn't know what to do. Well, I'm about to give you the steps of what to do. If you ever become a victim, if you ever know somebody that is a victim, these are the steps. First, find a safe place. It's number one. Find a safe place. 2, call 911 immediately. Immediately. And they're going to help you. They're going to take you, they're going to examine you, and they're going to get this person that done this horrible thing to you. They now have their DNA from you, so they can find this person. Don't be afraid, because if you let that person go, they're going to rape another person, and another person, and another person. And it's bad enough that you have your own personal rape on your conscience, but you having other people getting raped by the same person on your conscience as well. No. Please get help. I know a lot of people, they would like to run and clean themselves and want to get, all the filth off them. They feel filthy afterwards, but keep that DNA on you till you go to the hospital. It's going to help so much. Mentally, I know these people are destroyed, and if it happens from a young age, it can expand all the way to their adulthood. They can find somebody that they're in love with and they don't want to be around, they don't want to have sex with, they don't want to get intimate with them, and then that breaks up their relationship. It's a lifetime thing that will never go away. That is a part of your life that will never disappear. A lot of cases, people become depressed. People want to commit suicide. People no longer want to live because of their innocence being taken away from them. They have no say-so in what they want. Anybody that has been a victim and haven't took any of those steps and need counseling and want to talk to somebody, here's a number, here's a website, here's information. If you have nobody to lean on and talk to, I'm giving you this information because this is a topic that so many people look over, so many people joke about, but I want you guys to know that you are not alone. You're never alone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of Queen Talk. Please follow all my social medias down below and like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you can be notified every Sunday when I upload. And until next time, I love you guys.